can't tell if I'm on.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I just got.
You can watch us live.
Well, I'm gonna watch us live so I can share. Okay. I turned it because it was doing the mirror thing. Oh, if I look at it, we're like so behind.
Yeah. That's how that works.
I know how it works.
We have one viewer. Is it you?
Yeah. I want to share it. Why can't I? I don't want to learn more.
Can we tilt the screen a little bit more this way?
Do everyone?
We have too much headspace.
Headspace.
Oh, hello.
Not sponsored by Headspace.
Oh no, but then you can
you can see your Clementine.
See my Clementine.
Well, if we move the computer even closer. Why won't you let me share it?
Because it hates you.
Copy. Is it?
Oh, it's not. We're gonna wait a hot second.
I have
actually. I've been carrying that juice around there. We're gonna wait a hot second before we actually get started.
Yes.
Oh, it's stuck buffering.
Refresh.
Hello, Anna from Twitter.
I know Anna from Twitter. That's Anna from Twitter.
Yeah. Faces. Yep, this is my face. This is Georgie.
This is Herbert. Can you tell which of our voices go now? I'm
eating a Clementine. Very professional.
I have a joke, but I never. Oh, there's so many.
I also love Georgie and Herbert. Our connection is unstable.
I'm unstable.
Okay. We had to unplug our Wi-Fi this morning.
I just wanted to look at Instagram.
I wanted to scroll. Oh.
I mean,
there's nothing.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone too. So you could pull it up on your computer probably. I wonder if we can pull up just the chat. I don't know how.
My knees are so weak.
See, this is why you are bad. If you're bad at brushing your teeth all the time, like I am, if you go one day without doing it, it's fine.
I'm good at brushing my teeth.
I'm really bad at brushing teeth.
It's just that if I have pop and then I forget to brush my teeth, everything.
That's right. You heard it. Pop.
Yeah, pop. That's what kind of podcast this is.
I'm sweaty.
I'm sorry. My room is warm. Oh yeah. By the way, we're not in our office. Yeah. I can't. There's barriers. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, I haven't started this pod. We haven't started recording yet. So.
Okay, I can chat on my phone now.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It has begun.
Is Alice in here?
I don't know.
I can't tell. All your names are different. I see Dan is the same. Hi, Dan.
What?
What? What?
What? I just went to open GarageBand, which, because we're very fancy and we use GarageBand to record, it's like, you need to download everything.
Alice is here.
So it's a good thing that we're
I thought your room was your office. Sarah's room is our office. Her room is really big and there's like two parts.
My room has two parts to it. There's like this, and you can see like if you go,
it's like a dresser.
Another part.
So in there she has like a dresser and a futon, and usually like I sit on the futon and she sits across from me in this chair.
Yeah.
But the lighting is bad. It's prepared. Big juice.
Big juice.
Big what? Big juice. But it's preparing me for my 341 square foot apartment that I'm about to.
Yeah. All right. Well, good thing we weren't planning on starting right away because GarageBand
now we're extra not starting right away.
Downloading on my computer. I don't understand what's happening here.
I don't understand the internet.
It says it will take about 3 minutes, but it also says it may take up to an hour. Well, it says for an essential collection of sounds and loops. We don't need the sounds and loops.
I don't need anything essential. Worst comes to worst, what's that other program you've been
doing? I do have another program that I've been meaning to learn, but I don't know how to use.
20p.
Look at our fancy. Where we have our mics on top of books.
I usually don't book my mic, but I'm higher than usual, I think.
Yeah. I'm usually this high. This is the chair I sit in.
But I talk louder than
Use Audacity. I could use Audacity.
Isn't that the one you've been meaning to learn?
No.
Or is that a different one?
It's a different one. But I do have Audacity, I think, on my computer.
One time, didn't we record one time just like on our phone because it was bad? Because something was going on?
I can't connect the mics to my phone.
No, I know, but before we had the mics, I mean,
Oh,
couldn't we do that
yeah.
one time?
Yeah.
We've come so far.
Well, how's it going, Kayla?
It's warm.
It's warm in here.
This is my cow.
Great content.
I don't want to say too much while we're not recording. I don't want to miss out on that good content.
Poster. Kayla Duck. One of them is a Dear Hank and John poster. Surprise.
Shock.
Surprise. The next one is Agent Carter. The next one is a Dr. Horrible's Sin-Long blog that has
Your other stuffed animal. Oh, my hair. It's.
This is Fluffy. I got Fluffy at my senior online party in high school. Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm predictable. It's also been signed by Hank and John. So I'm just saying.
Fancy bitch.
I
Pop socket.
That's not a pop socket.
Oh my god.
A pop socket.
It's a.
Go get it.
What are they called? I can't. We had elaborately set up this thing. What are these?
Yeah, I can't escape because I have arms on my chair. So
what are these called? I forget what they're called.
Funko Pops.
Funko Pop.
This is Cassian from Rogue One. He's gonna join us today.
Fluffy is so ugly. I love it.
Fluffy, you know what? Fluffy is doing.
He's a bit old.
It's a she,
while we're
for
waiting,
starter.
would like to.
Oh, our connection's unstable. What?
I'm unstable.
What?
I'm gonna get that joke.
No, please don't.
So this is Todd.
Respect Fluffy 2K19.
Wow, he didn't hurt so much to pick him up earlier.
He's pointer at the bottom.
Yeah. So this is Todd. He's been laying just like out.
I haven't.
Hair dirt.
I haven't watered him since September.
I thought it was November, but anyway, this is Todd. He's grown since then.
Yeah,
for sure.
Sorry,
nasty.
Fluffy's ugly. I love her. Well, you know what? I appreciate your respect of Fluffy's pronouns.
Todd is so nasty. There's fuzz all over him.
Yeah.
He looks more like a penis every day. And listen,
they had like stop shaking
me too.
They had hot glued a flower
flower
to the top of him because they thought it made him cuter, but then it made him like misshapen. I have a cactus named Tiffany. Oh, I hope Tiffany and Todd rest in peace. All right, GarageBand is installing. So
good. Sarah got a new plant though. What's his name?
His name is William.
Yeah. Tell them the story of William and his poor
his mother, Diana. So I had an orchid named Diana. My godfather got her for me for my graduation when I graduated high school. I decapitated her on the way to college.
It was very wild.
I was actually better at keeping her alive than. Ooh, it opened. Okay.
She was. Oh my god. There was a big juice meme
on my house.
It only took 2 minutes for a meme to emerge.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway.
Weird. Oh, these people really want Todd to stay alive. Oh my god. Soil and water for Todd, please.
I have more soil, but it's at like home.
Like so it's juicy,
like
but
my
okay.
Parents' house.
Big juice has entered the chat.
I
feel so validated.
I'm just trying to tell the story you asked for about Diana.
My juice.
Eventually, Diana died because I managed to kill everything I touch except for Todd.
Yeah, covered in dirt. We can tell. Well, it'll be later.
Rachel McAdams.
Okay, so when we first came into college, Sarah had like 5 plants.
Yeah.
It was Pisa. Pisa lasted a while.
Pisa died last summer.
Yeah, Pisa covered in dirt was my favorite. It was like this little, I don't know, succulent of some kind, but it was always just covered in dirt all over the top of it. Like you could never get the dirt off. It was, I love it. So, I loved covered in dirt. And he was like one of the first to go. It was so sad.
But anyway, Diana eventually died. And I was very sad about it. So my sister, for my college, and she told me his name was William because William is the child of Diana.
She should have done Harry instead. William is problematic.
But William's older. So it's the firstborn. If I got another one, that would be
that
Harry.
orchid's gonna cheat on its wife.
Well, so did Diana's husband. Maybe that's why she died. Wait.
Yeah, that's the conspiracy. Have you never heard the conspiracy of like...
Did I kill Diana because she was in a car crash?
You did decapitate her with a car, which may have just been a very long 4 years drawn out cause of death.
It was about 3 years. But my sister gave William to me yesterday for my college graduation. So it's very exciting. Look at all these.
She came into my room and was like, my sister got me this plant. It's Diana's son. And then literally like a minute later came in and was like, I already decapitated one of the flowers and was holding one of the things in her hand.
It's how it all begins.
For those asking, this is grapefruit juice, ocean spray. And it also is, yes, the big
trippy. All right. The mics work. All right, do we want to start the pod?
Oh man, this is gonna be so weird. I'm gonna be so distracted the whole time.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you know what sounds fake?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Let's go, kids. With the sirens in the background.
They're coming to arrest us for having too good of content.
For being too distracted at all times.
Do you want to wait for it to pass? I don't think anyone can hear.
Ready to transcribe live.
Oh my God.
Wait, that did get loud. Can you hear that siren, guys? All right, it's going away. All right, you ready? They can.
There's such good memes coming out of it.
Oh my God. All right.
I love you all so
Okay, I'm going. Yeah. This is how usually the pod starts. Is I'm like, Kayla, we're going now. Hey, what's up? Hello. Welcome to Sounds Fake But Okay, a podcast where an arrow ace girl. I'm Sarah. That's
an adult,
but live.
Sounds fake, but okay. Oh, you bamboozled me.
I did bamboozle.
And then Sarah edits in the theme song, which sounds like this. She never lets me sing the whole thing, and I got to.
Okay, well, welcome back to the pod.
Okay. And this is a visual one, so you're gonna have to go watch the video. Ready? Macarena.
So for those of you listening who are like, what the fuck is going on? This is the episode that we've live streamed. So if you want to watch our faces, I'm currently eating a clementine. If you want to see that,
I have a big juice.
Yeah.
There's lots of good memes already.
There are some good
and anyway.
Oh no, you can't drink that as I put clementine in my mouth. One of us has to talk. This is a podcast. No.
An audio medium.
This is a very professional podcast.
Yes, give us your monies.
Okay. What are we talking about this week, Kayla?
Well, this week we wanted to do a special episode. This episode is probably going to be pretty long with the distractions, and we have it's 3 topics in one.
It's like 2.5 topics.
Yeah. So this week we're basically talking about. Do you want to just look at my phone?
No.
Okay. This week we are on Wi-Fi. What else would we be on?
We are on Wi-Fi. Our Wi-Fi is kind of trash.
This week we're talking about basically so sorry. The topic is what sounds fake is being an adult, but live. I have to start over again.
Oh my God.
You keep interrupting me.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna hate myself when I'm editing this.
You're gonna have a bad time. So basically this week we're talking about personal growth over the past 4 years of college.
It was requested.
It was by a patron. And because if it's $15, if you're a $15 patron, you get to request an episode and we have to do it.
Yes.
As long as it's not yucky.
Yes.
So I forget.
I think it was.
It was probably in the ideas doc or
I
just schedule.
I'm in the ideas. I think I remember who it is, but because we're live, I don't want to say the wrong name.
I don't want to give credit to the wrong person.
Go to the. Oh my God.
Go to the winter one.
Old.
We have a
where is it?
Google Doc in the archive. Okay. On personal growth, but when he requested it, we were we don't think we've grown enough since the last time. Well, because we had kind of talked about that.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we didn't think we had grown enough to have enough to say. So then we were we will lump it in with graduation and our future plans. I'm sorry. A friend of ours who listens to the podcast, who lives near us, said he was about to drive past our house on the way to get some food, and he hopes the live pod is going well.
Thanks, C.
Jesus.
I mean, we'll probably see his car. There's traffic out front.
If he honks, I'm gonna kill him. I kind of hope he does that. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna basically talk about like our futures post-college, personal growth in the past 4 years.
I'm not just being like an ace person in the real world.
As if we look so good right now. But yeah, so
cool. All right. So let's do a little dive in. We started this pod in July of 2017. It's
a long time.
Currently May of 2019.
So it's almost been 2 years.
Almost been 2 years.
Oh man, when did we say we think we're gonna hit 100 episodes? It's gonna be in like September or November.
September.
Dang it. It would be cool if we hit like 100 episodes within 2 years or something. But
yeah, but
alas.
Oh wow, we skipped too many weeks.
You know that
you skipped too many weeks.
It's an audio medium, Sarah. They're gonna hear you eating clementines. What you gonna do?
Listen, I felt sick earlier, so I took a nap.
She did.
It was like not good. I don't know what happened there. I was gonna eat this clementine earlier, but I was sleeping, so
a tragedy.
All right. So personal growth within the.
I bet I'm talking about that. Well, later in this section. Tea is coming.
She's coming.
Yeah, we just are like a lot better at podcasting. I suggested to Sarah while we were planning this episode that we listen to our first episode or like snippets from the first couple.
Food ASMR. But we're gonna do that for.
We're planning to have like a couple episodes come out around like leading up to the 100th episode. They're like kind of fun, and that I think is gonna be one of them. So,
yeah, I don't want to do it, but it will be.
But it'll be good.
Good entertainment. So
there's a lot of things you don't want to do that are good entertainment.
I know.
So yeah, I think we're just like a lot better.
We're better at podcasting. What else? Most of these are yours. So
yeah. Well, okay. Kind of into like growth outside of the pod, which we're gonna do next, is like not caring enough or not caring as much about like what people think of me. I'm a very like sensitive person and pretty insecure, getting better. And so I never realized when I was making a podcast that like that was a big deal for me. I was like, yeah, it's a podcast. Because we started it for fun. We never expected that many people to listen.
You didn't know that before you started this podcast?
What?
That you care too much about what people think of you?
I didn't know that.
I knew that.
I didn't know that until this year, how bad it was.
I knew that.
Well, we're going to get into it later. Thanks for telling me. But I didn't realize that until we were really deep into this. And I go to therapy like twice a week now. But I was talking to my therapist about it, and she was like, that's like a big deal that you do this. And I was like, yeah. But I think like we haven't had too many instances of people like being rude.
It's mostly just been people like when people have been kind of rude, it's more so just been like they had a very emotional reaction to something that happened.
Yeah.
And it's not usually like I hate you, you're the worst person.
No, it's usually like topic based. Like the worst one was about our episode about like ace people being part of the queer community, and someone vehemently disagreed. It was kind of nasty about it, but we do like the tea that I have is basically like we get a lot that we get off topic a ton, and like we've gotten that from the beginning. Yeah, which we know.
But we've decided that that's our brand.
Like and like a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, that's how they are, and I like it because it kind of feels like you're like sitting with your friends or whatever.
And you are sitting with your friends right now.
Bring your friends. Yikes. But like recently I had some people I know in real life that felt a great need to tell me that they listened to my podcast and getting to me indirectly because they were swayed away from telling it to my face.
Chickening out.
Yeah, they chickened out, I guess, from telling to my face. But I was very proud of myself, and so was my therapist about handling it of being, okay, well, you can think that, and it's fine, but like this is how we like to do it, and like it's fine. And like we like it this way. Other people seem happy with it. Like
some people don't like it, but you're never gonna please everyone.
No. And it was also a bunch of straight people saying it. So my boyfriend was getting really mad because he was like, this is just a bunch of straight people like getting in the way of things that aren't for them. Like he literally told them, he was like, well, you guys aren't the audience, so like stop it. But anyway.
I mean, I know everyone's not gonna like it, but
yeah.
Oh, listen, I have ADHD. What do you expect?
Yeah, truly, like, there's nothing we can do about it. But anyway, like, I think we've like grown in like handling that kind of stuff a lot better, better too.
It looks really nice.
Thank you. It's because I'm also kind of spiky.
You can't really see mine very well. Oh, this side you can.
Okay.
Anyway,
this has been your highlight break.
Also, you're not straight, which you thought you were at the beginning.
I'm
of this
not
pod.
straight. I guess I didn't realize how early on in the podcast that came around.
Early.
I think I was reading one of the transcriptions someone had done, and I was like, oh, already I was questioning it. So it happened earlier on than I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not straight. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
It's confusing. Still working on that one. But,
but I mean, that's a fun thing to discover via podcast.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I think it's interesting because I'm much older. We could listen to this, and like a lot of our lives have been lived through this, and like different portions of our lives and stuff.
And the reason you're so warm is because you're wearing a sweater.
It's like really thin.
Yes. The pod. Hit me with it.
Outside the pod. Well, I mean, I think you always think that you grow a lot in the recent years, but I really do feel like a lot of my growth has come in like the last year.
Also, we're in college, and that's a time of great growth for a lot of people. So.
Yeah. But like, especially in the last year, I go to therapy twice a week now, which is a big commitment to that and just like to myself. And that has been super helpful and just like understanding myself. Like I said, I didn't realize how insecure I was and like how much I cared about what other people thought about me until I like really got into therapy and I got like a therapist that like was really working for me.
Yeah.
So I think I just like, I understand myself a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know, and this, I still do this to some extent, but like, I was kind of not allowing myself to like think about myself and like wanting to work out my really deep internal issues.
Yeah.
So I was kind of always facing outward and was like distracting myself from like all of my really internal problems.
Yeah.
And so now I feel like I understand what's going on better and like one.
Yeah.
And I'm
even though you're an introvert, which is
which is like was also really taxing to be an introvert, but then also feel the need to be around people was just like a lot. I'm looking at what I read.
What you read?
What I and yeah, through therapy too, this is a really recent development, but I've become more like spiritual, I guess, which is not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm not asking anyone to believe in anything, but like again, no, it's not forever. I also don't want to hear criticism about it. I get that enough from people I know in real life, but like it's just really helped me personally be like more aware of myself and just be like more at peace with myself.
Nice.
Indeed. Which also
the moon is a lesbian.
She's a lesbian and she's also full to this.
No, it's just it seems like it's difficult for you.
It's fine. I think that came with that too really this year was like being more secure in my friendships, like because I cared so much about what other people thought of me. And I like the thing was I always thought people like really hated me, and it was especially prominent in my closest friends. Like the people I most thought hated me were my closest friends. Yeah. And so I was like latching on really hard and always being like, I need to know that like they like me and I need to do this. And I was putting in like way too much, like it sounds weird to say you're putting in too much effort to to a friendship. Cause like I guess you should always think you should put a lot of effort into friendships.
Yeah.
But I was like putting too much effort into friendships that was like unhealthy.
Well, like you were putting effort, like you were concerned about how like your friends viewed you.
Yeah.
Rather than putting effort into like improving like the relationships or
yeah and there was also just like certain friendships that I was like putting a lot of effort into and I knew it wasn't being reciprocated and I was like that's not healthy for me. And I've become a lot more secure in like, you know, if this person doesn't want to reciprocate or like this isn't going to be a good friendship for me, it's not what I need anymore, then like that's okay. And like it sucks to like not be as close to certain people, but like It's how,
I guess if you weren't getting enough out of a relationship, then you weren't getting enough out of a relationship. Don't kill yourself trying to.
Yeah. And it like really was killing me at one point. Like,
she almost died.
I almost died.
I wouldn't be here today.
But like therapy was like really good for that. What? Directed a nice musical? That was good for like, I don't know, that was more like skills-based learning, and like I think it's gonna help me once I like start working and stuff. Because I don't know, whenever I talked about that in the interviews, people were like, no, and I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And the other one is just like like romantic relationships, I guess. Like
everyone's like fangirling over Perry. Sorry.
You should fangirl over Perry. I'm obsessed with Perry. He made me chili the other night, and it was bomb. And I ate it yesterday. I'm gonna eat it tonight. Thanks, Perry. From TV.
From TV.
Yeah, I think the podcast has seen me through like 3 relationships now, which is just an interesting ride for you guys, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Nice. How long does chili last? I don't know. I have it in the fridge.
Oh man. All right. Well,
Perry was on the episode about gaming. I don't remember the number.
Yes, it was fairly recent.
Yeah, that's Perry.
Nice.
It's also piano.
Piano. Very. Emotionally, a lifetime. Alice.
For chili?
Chili lasts a lifetime emotionally. It's important to know.
I like truly don't understand what that means. Like
I love it.
I have no concept of what that means.
I love it.
Physically.
The memes. All right. I have grown also. This feels a lot more high stakes on the live stream rather than when I'm just saying it to you.
It's a lot.
I'm already back for spiritually forever. We kind of discussed before in previous episodes about my like directing, how I grew a lot from that, and how I basically realized a lot of my shortcomings as a person.
Yeah.
And how I was, I don't think it was that it was just fun. But that I would basically spend the whole episode talking about that, so I'm not gonna like delve into it too much. Yeah. Also, I've gotten so much better at receiving criticism in the past couple of years, mostly from my screenwriting classes. Because here's the thing. I have always considered myself to be a good writer. And in high school, everyone was just like, you're a good writer. I would all Kayla's trying to adjust her sitting.
I'm trying to be quiet for the mics.
Everyone's like, oh, you're a good writer. Like I would get good grades on my writing things. And then I got to college and I started doing screenwriting, which was something that I hadn't really done before. And my professors were a lot more savage than
they have to be.
Because they have to be. And juice. And it was difficult at first. Like I would literally, I still do this where like I have to be emotionally prepared to look at the notes on my writing. But like the realization that it's all about creating a better final product and it's not about you, basically. So I'm much better at taking criticism just generally.
Yeah.
Now, Sarah, that's a big mood. Kayla, that's a big juice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dogs.
Dog outside.
It's 2 dogs.
We don't usually face a window. This is fun.
Yeah. Also, I tried a mango. I grew in that sense.
Did you like it? I don't remember.
I liked it better than pineapple.
That's okay.
That's my metric. Also, like mental health, I also saw a therapist for a while.
Do you not see them anymore?
I don't see her consistently anymore. But like if I need to, I can just say hello. Well, I email her, but not everything is okay. Harold.
Maybe it was criticism that you just weren't emotionally prepared for.
I wasn't. I bet that's it.
The texture was too close to melon.
Oh.
Yeah. You've never had a melon, have you? Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide if I should say the thing that I put in gray.
Well, now you have to say it.
Okay.
For at least the live stream. No, see, I say that, but like, this is also weird because usually when we record, if we say things to each other or we say things, and then we'll say, never mind, edit that out.
Yeah.
We can't do that. It's very stressful.
Or we'll just like talk very quietly.
It's very stressful because now
it's on the record.
I can't.
Okay, but also I learned that I shouldn't go a long time without taking the meds that make me anxious and then take them because I will go crazy, walk several miles, and come up with 100 things for a pod topic.
To be fair, some of our best pod topics come
out of me being anxious from my
bananas. Strawberries are good. I don't think Sarah likes them.
I don't. They just the texture. I can't. I actually ate a strawberry just the other day. A little bit of one, and I couldn't do it. Also, they don't smell like anything, okay?
They do.
They barely. People listening are going to be like, what is happening?
We can cut that kind of stuff out.
You're right.
It's all up to you, though, so it sucks.
My job.
It sucks to be you.
Also, you know how else I've grown? I, got more outgoing.
You did. Yeah.
I've always been an outgoing person inside of a shy person, you know? Like I find myself being more comfortable in more situations faster.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still not all of them, but yeah. Also, here's the thing. Oh, connection is unstable.
I'm unstable.
Kayla, it wasn't funny the first time or the second time.
So you think that. They also think that things I say are funny when you don't. So maybe they think it's funny.
Okay. Well, anyway. I used to be scared of everything. Not everything. But Kayla, stop balancing your baked juice. I would just be very scared of putting myself into situations where I knew I would feel uncomfortable. And I'm much better at that now. What is happening?
I flipped off Perry.
Oh,
he said it wasn't funny. He's wrong.
Thank you, Perry.
I'm gonna throw up your chili.
But yeah, apparently I'm just I'm better, I guess. Apparently that happens in adulthood. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I'm a braver bitch than before.
Big juice energy.
Okay. Also Todd growth, which we explained before the pod started. But for those of you listening, Todd is still growing.
And he is on live stream right now.
Along with Willie.
Yes.
And you'll get to know William if you watch the live
and
stream.
The Kyles are here.
And Georgie and Herb. So, very exciting. Okay. Now we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got really distracted. I think...
What is that?
Someone is bothered that you were drinking directly out of the bottle.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wouldn't usually if I was sharing the juice with someone, but it's my juice.
No one else is drinking.
It's just my juice. And why waste a coffee, I'm very sorry. It's just no one else is drinking. It's my juice. It's my juice. I know it is kind of gross, but by tomorrow, it's fine. It's my juice.
Okay, it's her juice. All right, being ace in the real world. That's the thing we're going to talk about now.
Yep.
What? Ace in the real world? Question mark?
Exclamation point.
Punctuation.
Colon.
Oxford,
comma, specifically.
It can't be an Oxford comma.
One of our friends recently texted me that she had a dream that we were fighting over the Oxford comma, that I was for it and you were a bit hesitant. Which I was like, that seems opposite, if anything.
I can't believe anyone in their dreamscape would think that I am not 100% for the Oxford comma. It is in my Twitter bio.
It is. Well, it's just a dream. It's okay.
Who was it?
I'm not going to say. There's people watching. You know who it is.
That's so
vague. I told you about another one of their dreams this morning.
Okay. A woman can drink her juice however she pleases.
Thank you. Dos players.
Okay. But being ace in the real world, we're about to enter the real world.
No.
How do you do it?
Fuck if I know. What? Why are you asking me?
Okay, listen. Finding community. In college, Or in high school. In high school, I think it can be harder because high school is high school.
Yeah.
In college or university, as the rest of the world says, there are like groups that you can find yourself a part of.
Yeah.
In adulthood, you can still find those groups, but you, I think, have to be more active in seeking them out.
Yeah. Well, I think that goes for like any group.
Yeah.
When you are out of college, like when you're in college, the University of Michigan has like over 1,000 like student organizations that you can join, and like
as an adult, because like as an adult, see, I don't have to say quote unquote because I can just use things.
People are still listening.
I just said it.
Oh my lord.
As an adult, as a quote unquote adult, I'm more comfortable with what's up with my sexuality, and so I don't feel as much of a need for a community because I feel like I have it mostly figured out. But also, I have this community, and I'd like to keep it. Yes, thanks.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a situation where if I didn't have this pod, I don't really know how involved I would be in the community, especially as an adult.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for me, without this pod, I wouldn't even know I was Demi, I guess. Yeah. But like because of it, I've always kind of had like for the past couple years, I guess it more came out in college.
She forgot. She told Sarah.
And so like this has kind of offered me that of it feels like I'm kind of doing something, and that has pushed me to do more. Like I'm moving, and we'll get into this later. I'm moving to another state. And like when I was kind of like Googling around like clubs to join and things to do because I need friends.
Yeah.
And I was kind of looking up like the LGBT stuff in the area.
Yeah. Perry just snapped me.
We're on TV.
He said, "You're on TV." Not really. It's just my laptop. Well, now your snap's on TV. Perry.
What was I saying?
Looking for
members. And so I was kind of Googling around. I didn't like see many ACE resources at like the local Pride Center where I'm moving. And so like, I've thought about, and I've gotten an email. Yeah, I think like involvement in this has pushed me more to want it because it's something I'm like more passionate about.
Yeah. And just taking a peek at the chat on the live stream, it seems like a lot of people at their universities have something, even if it's not consistent. But outside of the university context, it's not as...
Someone said that their ACE club recently voted to change their name to an Ace and Arrow club. That's cool.
That's exciting.
I saw someone ask earlier, neither Sarah nor I are in any LGBT clubs here. The closest we have, which is pretty fucking close, is a theater group that we're in. That was a theater group where I directed the musical that Sarah wrote that was about asexuality, and there's a high population there's an obnoxious proportion of obnoxious in the fact that it's like way higher than you
obnoxious in a positive way
of like ace people in that group and like queer people with very few straight people in the group. It's theater, what do you expect?
Yeah.
But
there are like the Spectrum Center has like meetings for that and done. So apparently I'm not as brave as I thought. But they definitely exist, and there are other LGBTQIA+ organizations on campus that we're just not part of because our life is consumed by other things.
Yeah, I've had contact with the Spectrum Center here because they put us on their Facebook page and their social media at one point. But yeah,
that's fun. The other thing we have written on here is QPRs.
Yeah, that's for you, not for me.
I know. I wrote it. QPRs. My stance on QPRs hasn't really changed. I don't know. I'm not going to actively seek one out.
Yeah.
But if it happens, then happens. And then you plan to get married at some point.
I would like that.
And with her, just to try them on fun, recently watching a video by Ladylike on YouTube where they just go and try on wedding dresses just for fun. And I was like, I want to do that.
So that like it costs money, I think, just to try them on.
I don't care. Okay. If I'm successful enough in my career,
you better hope I wait to get married then until you have enough money.
I know enough people that I think for one of them I could pull it off.
Okay.
Like my younger cousins or something.
That's true.
Like if they get married.
I don't have plans to get married anytime soon. Don't worry.
Because I was so worried.
I don't know what you're worried about.
Okay. But yeah, here's the thing. If you're in a QPR, like, do you like have a wedding? I mean, you could.
You can have whatever you want. You could have a wedding. Didn't the lady get married to the Eiffel Tower one time?
Yeah. Well, it's like I've mentioned. Right? And in the video where they were trying on weddings, one of them is already married.
Maybe it was just all trying them on again.
Like, not like they're nearing it. It's like they just were doing it for fun, and they all started crying. And I was like, it seems like a good. It does seem like a good time. Maybe I'll just maybe I have to have a QPR just so I can actually marry them.
This person said that they went to David's bridal. It didn't cost money. They didn't like any. Ended up just making their own. That's bananas and very cool.
I think it depends where you go. It depends on like if it's like a chain.
Anybody can have a wedding if they want to.
Yeah, I know. It's like I might just have a wedding just for myself. It's like an adult quinceañera. Or like a bar mitzvah.
Werewolf bar mitzvah. Spooky, scary.
Bar mitzvah is boys. Bar is girls, right? I don't remember. I just kind of slurred the words together because.
Sorry if we got it wrong.
Yeah, it's like an adulthood quinceañera, and it might just feel like my 30th birthday
Can I marry
party.
this pod?
I don't know if that's legally allowed.
It sounds like
oh my god, it's like in the most arrow way possible. Yeah. I think maybe just like, here's the thing. I'm one of my friends. Our friend Miranda. I'm her like backup plan if she doesn't find someone to marry. So we could.
By what age? You have to have an age set for this. 35.
40.
It should be later than 35.
Yeah,
people get married at 35 all the time.
I know. I don't remember what the age is.
Touch that there.
But if she gets married, like I'll just have like a big like birthday, like 30 or 40. I'll just be like, this is my quinceañera. I am wearing a wedding dress.
Are you gonna wear an actual wedding dress, or just like would you make it be a wedding dress, or would it just be like some big fancy dress? So it could just be like it could just be a second prom. Really?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Yikes.
That's all. Okay.
Being ace in the real world. The real word.
You heard it here first.
About being ace in the real world that I've thought about is like how to navigate having this podcast. Because for you, I don't think it matters as much because you're going into a creative industry, and like this would help you if anything.
Kind of.
To be like, I have something, and
here's
my little brand.
Have a podcast. I had to sort of brand myself.
Like if anything, it would help you. For me, like I don't really know. Like I'm about to start working, and like I don't know. Is this something you bring up? Is that something I want my coworkers to know about? Do I want? Because sometimes we talk about very personal things. Do I want coworkers, my boss, listening to this? Like, but it is there. It's public. Like it's on my social media. It's like it's also on my resume actually because I do stuff here that's relevant for my skills. So
it is relevant to what you kind of want to do because you do like the marketing aspect of this pod.
Resume, it's on my like LinkedIn and whatever. And so it's just weird to like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to navigate once I like know my coworkers and stuff comes up of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Mandy makes a good point in the chat. Wedding planning with so much work would not recommend.
Yeah, my sister is getting married in a couple years, and she's been doing stuff. It seems like a lot.
So I think here's the thing. I'll just wear a wedding dress and like, I don't know. I gotta make it as simple as possible.
Well, it's even if you're throwing a big birthday though, where you wear a wedding dress, it's still hard to plan like a big party.
I know.
Okay,
I'll make you do it.
No, are you paying me?
No. Bye, Norwes. You have to leave. It's the day of class.
It sucks.
It does suck. It's gonna be great fun. It's gonna be another gay one. You love a gay
wedding. Never been to a gay wedding.
I've been to more gay weddings than straight ones.
Jesus.
Okay. So also, future. So we've mentioned that Kayla's moving across the country.
Not like, I mean,
it's kind of.
I guess.
Yeah. But the pod is going to continue.
It's okay.
This isn't a goodbye live stream.
This is it. This is it.
Goodbye. To tell the children what's happening.
I'm moving to Connecticut.
Connecticut.
New Haven. That's where Yale's campus is. I'm not going to Yale. I'm a dumb bitch.
You're in Michigan. You graduated from Michigan.
Yes. It's a joke. I forget. Oh, I was going to expose you for something. Me and Sarah were not friends this morning, but I can't remember why we annulled our friendship.
Our connection is unstable. Don't say it. It's reconnecting. Oh no, it's taking much longer than before. Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, hello, can you see it?
Can you see and hear us? It still says our connection is unstable. I don't like it.
No.
We can hear you.
Oh, we can hear you. Okay. This is a good lag.
There was
I was
a
going
lag.
to expose you. I'm sorry. I was going to expose Sarah because we became unfriends this morning, but I truly cannot remember why we stopped being friends.
Nice. Okay, anyway, you're moving to Connecticut.
Yes.
I'm going to be in Michigan for a little while, and then I'm going to move to California. So bye. Never see you.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. But the pod, may she live forever.
Yes.
That's what I have written in the notes.
Yeah. So I'm moving in the very beginning of June.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
moving probably January.
Yeah. So.
But we're going to do the pod remotely, as we have done before, as Hank and John do.
Okay. We're not Hank and John.
I know. But we're going to each have a little mic. We're going to call each other.
Each have a cow?
Each have a cow? Yeah. Keep track of the experiences of carbon energy.
Yeah. On our Instagram, if you follow us, we have like little story highlights that stay in our Instagram.
It's been lagging, so I'm sorry, y'all. Oh no, the connection's unstable again. Oh no. Okay, we're back. And we're back. Sorry about the lag. Our Wi-Fi's trash. I don't know what to say. But yeah. So
I'm sorry, there's been lags.
There's been lags. But Kayla was like, you can like improve the pod with your fancy LA connections. And I was like, but you need to find the hub of podcasting because Kayla was like, LA is the hub of podcasting. I was like,
it's either LA or New York. I know a lot of the like podcast networks are in LA. So if we want to get networks.
Well, I know a lot of like the serialized podcasts are in LA, or like a lot of production companies are trying to go into podcasting.
Yeah.
But it's not this type of podcast.
No, but if we were to be on a net, I'm sure some of them are headquartered in New York. But
so that's tea. Yep. And also we'll be back next week. So we're not leaving. But yeah, that's just an update on what's happening. Things may get a little turbulent when Kayla's moving. And then probably again when I am.
Yeah. We're going to try to like record stuff in advance.
Yeah, we're going to do some pre-recording like we did last summer while things were getting situated. Are you going to be home for Christmas?
Yeah.
So we can pre-record over Christmas for when I move in January.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
I know exactly what my schedule will be because it's far away. But yeah, I'll be.
But we're chugging. We're gonna keep doing this. We want to keep doing this beyond college. We weren't sure for a while, but we want to do it.
Dudes. In a while.
Oh, Ace is in a while. Yeah. Me and Kayla are both matching, and we're kind of wearing Ace colors, just a little bit more maroon.
This is definitely red, and so is yours.
This is maroon.
This is burgundy. Mine's more red.
Okay, well, I have never viewed it as red.
What do you view it as? This is
from a distance, it looks more maroon because you have the
blatantly red.
Okay, well, fine. Sorry, Georgie. Okay. Future plans. Merch. We're still working on it. We've had a couple people like message us.
We are behind on our emails. Yeah. I'm sorry if you've emailed us recently. I'm sorry. We're just behind.
We're on. Resources. Bigger. This is some great notes we made.
What did we mean by resources? Oh, I need to make the resource page. Yes.
Yeah. The TED Talk episode is coming up in the next couple weeks. We want to hit on as much as we can in that up.
And if you have any like good resources that you like,
yes,
send them our way because I really need to do that.
Yeah. And then as Kayla mentioned, we're going to do some fun little shenanigans for when around the time we reach 100 episodes, which will be this fall, or if you're in the southern hemisphere. Inclusivity.
Ooh, it'll be like September, November or something, I think.
You're forgetting the month of October.
I always do that.
That's my birthday.
I always forget. Over.
So there's that.
Push down. Take it back. And then.
Okay. Well, that's coming up. It's coming up. Anything else to add?
Yeah. If you
I'm gonna keep it in the pod for like the listening.
Maybe an exclusive.
So does anyone have any fun questions
or comments or concerns?
Jokes.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna take a second.
My computer is.
October is Kit Kat 1018's birthday too.
Happy birthday. My computer can like hear it working.
Yeah, it's doing its best. Why isn't it plugged in?
Because it was at 100 when we started.
Well, that's why I just plugged mine in. Like,
yeah, but
Libra, yeah, boy. What has legs but can't walk and wings but can't fly?
Legs but can't walk, wings but can't fly. Oh, sure. Oh. I don't know. This video?
You should come to Pride in the Park when you're in Connecticut.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay.
Probably
Pride in the Park, yeah.
I should finally be able to go to Pride Detroit this year.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be fun. A dead bird.
My God.
Well, not wrong. Yeah, that is the thing with me being a Ravenclaw, is I would never be able to get into the common room because I'm so bad at riddles in public.
You don't need to get necessarily
you just
the
need
right
to give
answer.
an answer.
You need to give an answer that makes sense.
Okay. What kind of ice cream should this person have? Cookies and cream or black raspberry dark chocolate? I don't like either.
I'd say cookies and cream. The other ones. Oh man, now there's people in the chat.
It seems like I don't know where all of these people are from, but it seems like the people who are American are more likely to say cookies and cream.
But you are American.
Beautiful line reference. Let's see. What do we have any other questions? People are just talking about ice cream.
That's fair. It's very fair.
I asked Kayla this morning what type of ice cream I would be, and she just said vanilla. And I was like, I'm not talking about the type of ice cream I would eat. I'm saying what type of ice cream I would be.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3.
9.
We're gonna find out. Oh, they're gonna tweet us a picture of them eating the ice cream. Good. I recall crying a couple times.
That is hard. That I just cry a lot.
Yeah. I don't know what the hardest episode has been. I think sometimes the episodes where we have guests can be difficult. Not just because it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And I think all of them have been good experiences. It's just you have to kind of figure out how to work with the person, of like how to have the conversation with them.
Yeah.
And also editing the ones with guests is hard.
Yeah.
Because I oftentimes have to take a lot out. Eyebrows on fleek. Thank you. I'm assuming you're talking to me.
My eyebrows. I think one of the harder ones too, we like talked about this before, was the included in the queer community, because I think the reason we did that was because of a personal situation.
Yeah.
And it was something that like upset us both a lot.
It was very easy for me to talk about it because I have a lot
of emotion.
Yeah. And it was also kind of difficult because we didn't want to like publicly call that person out.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure. Oh my God, Alice, were you holding up 3 fingers?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, it was also, we wanted to make sure that we weren't. I mean, there have been times where like we have to be careful about the way we talk about things.
That's always a thing. Yeah, I think that's always hard, especially for me.
Yeah.
Like talking about things carefully.
Oh, you know what I really think about to do? Mm-hmm. We were gonna do ways each other has grown.
Oh yeah.
And I got stressed.
She got stressed and she's like, I'm not going to do it. And
she's grown in height. She's taller.
Her hair is longer. Literally not. That is true. But I think the most prominent thing to me, I think, just because it's especially happened over the last year, is like with school and organization and stuff, I just think you're a lot better and more put together. Like there was a lot of times throughout college where you would be up really, really late, finishing projects or like papers and stuff, and you'd be really stressed about it, and like just like the way you were living was really unhealthy just because your sleep was really bad and it affected the rest of your life. But like especially this year you've gotten a lot better at just like maintaining your health in that regard.
That's good. I think this you kind of already touched on this about like your getting you finally realized that was an issue. I also think that your self-awareness has improved in like the right places. Like I feel like before you were just very like what like not necessarily what you're doing is affecting other people, but like just kind of like you're more aware of the way that you're interacting with the world, I think. It seems like. So there you go. Growth. Yes. I sleep more now.
Hold on, there's other questions.
We stand self-care and growth. Yes, we do. I feel like I've grown a lot in the past like year.
What?
Me. What has just grown? Me.
Yeah, I think like this year, when you move more school or what, we're both done with school. Kind of. Well, I'm done with school. Sarah's taking a class right now. But yeah, I'm going to be moving to Connecticut for work, going into marketing. And then Sarah's going.
I'm going to be moving to California with the hopes of going into TV writing. But I'm sure I will start as an assistant somewhere.
Yeah. So no grad school.
I mean, I'm being an assistant now.
Yeah.
So
we love an assistant.
Yeah. But yeah, I have no plans on going to grad school in the film industry. It's not totally necessary, and I feel like I got everything that I needed out of my undergrad career, and now I just need experience in the real world. You have plans on going to grad school at all?
I think maybe I'd go to like business school to get a what's it called?
Master's Business Administration.
Yeah. I would maybe do that, but not right now because it'd be pretty worthless without job experience. But that's the only way I could see myself really going back to school.
Yeah.
This person asks, Kayla, was it harder for you to accept that you're Demi? If I were in your shoes, I'd be doubtful because I would think it was just because of the pot. Yeah, and I think like if you listen back to old episodes for a while, I was like, I might be Demi, but like I don't want to label it. Like I don't think I feel like putting a label on it. I don't think I need to. Part of that was I was also in a relationship at that point, so it didn't super like matter.
It was also like the whole situation of where like I kind of knew before you did.
Yeah.
Or I accepted it before you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think the fact that like Sarah's ace and like I had the pod was like part of the reason I wasn't accepting it at first, I think. And
oh no, connections unstable. Lots of weird faces in the chat.
Someone asked, how do you two split up the post and pre-production work?
It just kind of happened naturally.
Yeah, I guess Sarah does editing. You kind of do a lot of the content too. Like you kind of like run the episodes. There's been a couple that I've taken on. Yeah. Which I didn't like. But you kind of like
well,
you come up with more topics.
Yeah, because I wouldn't say a closer relationship to the ace community, but because I have more ace identities than you do and I have them longer. Yeah. It seems like it's easier for me to come up with topics than Kayla. And usually they come in like chunks, like there'll be like a dry period where it's like I've got nothing.
Yeah, that was suck when I'm like, oh my god, we have no good ideas. Yeah, and then we get a ton. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sure you guys have kind of noticed that I generally tend to kind of like run the episodes. But sometimes you do too.
Yeah, there's been times where I have.
And then Kayla handles all hers DMs and emails only
to try to get us.
We're talking about my angry face.
That you look angry.
Such an angry face. Sarah's filled with determination.
Oh my god.
I have a very expressive face.
Because you were like squinting.
I was like squinting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hopefully gonna do that more now that I don't have homework to worry about. But like trying to get us like money to improve the pod and everything.
And if we get like emails or DMs that are very involved, a lot of times we'll like collaborate on an answer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we both read them.
Yeah,
we both don't think that you're sending them and it's just
we'll usually text each other and it'll just say email or DM.
Yeah.
Apparently the ugly frozen.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to look less angry. Thank you for answering the emails. You're welcome. We're behind. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We're behind.
But we're gonna be on that.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. Do we have any other questions? We can take let's do one or two more. Unless y'all have none, in which case, bye.
A friend just texted me, and then she was like, "Oh, you're doing the live stream. Shit, sorry."
It's okay. And maybe we're famous. I can't believe we're famous now.
The other day, Sarah was like,
"Yeah, I have a question. Are we influencers? Like, what's the threshold for like having a big enough audience to be an influencer? Like, all right, we've got 18 people watching this live stream. 19.
But they're all very engaged.
They are. So, like, I don't like the word influencer. But, like, technically, are we influencing people? I guess. Mm-hmm. When you started this podcast, did you think it would last for 2 years?
No.
I had no expectations.
Yeah, it's not that I didn't think it would last 2 years. We just started.
It was
for
just
fun.
like we were just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
And here we are 2 years later with microphones. Cheap microphones.
But like the cheapest microphones. But they are here. And we have them.
Yeah. Oh. You'd say you influenced me, helped me a lot with accepting my sexuality. That's so nice. Oh, you have okay. What's our poll for you?
Oh god. Are we influenced?
Think we'll bring any more of our drama friends out of the pod? I don't see why not.
Yeah, we probably should do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Okay. Poll of the week. Poll of the week. Are we influenced?
Big juice?
See, this is the thing on the live stream. We struggle so much with coming up with polls.
Sometimes they're right there, and most of the times.
I'm sure you guys can tell that I usually just cut out a bunch. Poll of the week. Big juice?
I think that's a good poll.
1, yes. 2, yes.
I think that's it, Sarah.
All right, big juice. Okay. I have a lot of beeps. Because remember last week?
Oh.
Last week how I forgot my beep?
I do remember it.
I wrote it down because I remember it. As invested in politics as I have no one to talk with about the 2020 presidential primary. I have a lot of thoughts. Here's the good thing though, is for once I'm actually I tend to be influenced a lot by what other people say. And because I don't have a lot of people around me telling me what to think, I'm actually like having my own opinions, which is exciting.
You should just do a spin-off political podcast, but it would just be like a rerun of Pod Save America.
Yeah. Big juice race.
Yes. Wait, is there a juice emoji? Please hold. Oh, you guys shafted the last count. I'm still mad about it. Pissed.
But yeah, I just wish I had more people to talk about the 2020 primary because there are like 24 people running. And I have some thoughts.
Oh, we got a cookies and cream picture.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, Avon retweeted our live stream.
Nice to retweet. There would be a lot of reasons. I'm just salty.
There's no juice emoji. We can't have a race.
The connection is unstable. And now everyone's favorite segment of the pod, Kayla and Sarah and Kayla's Juice of the Week. Poll of the week. Do you think that you've grown personally over the last year? I would hope people would.
Yeah, I hope everyone would say
We'll
yes,
see what the
but
poll ends up being.
maybe there'll be several.
Big surprise. Also, I have more beef. Beef. Multiple U.S. states are enacting choice laws that are even more restrictive than things pre-Roe versus Wade. This country is fucked.
Yes.
Also, that my dreams have been getting more vivid again. I don't like it.
Oh, good.
What's your beef of the week? You're gonna be just 7%.
Oh no, so fast. My beef of the week is
yeah, the golden ratio
is my beef is that all my friends work or are still in school or aren't in town, and so now I just lay in my bed all day because
go for a walk.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna dive into the outro. I mean, we've been outroing. You can find our polls and things at SoundsFakePod, SoundsFakePod everywhere, just all the places. We also have patreon.com/SoundsFake. If you want to give us your money, some of you give us your money. Thank you, and some of you are here today for the live stream. So thanks.
Extra thank you.
Our $2 patrons are Keith McLean, Roxanne, Alice in Space, who is here, who is for
All
ourselves.
kinds of frozen.
Connections unstable. We got it. Go. Our $10 patrons are Kevin and Tessa at YouTube. I for 5%.
It'll be fun. We can do it.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. To those, I guess. Tune in next Sunday.
Why? Oh yeah, you do. Tomorrow Saturday.